All right, all right. We are live. Welcome, welcome, Rick, and also Ruby Ann to the show. We are doing it live right here on Houston's TejanoHits.com Facebook page, and also the Keith Leal Radio Show Facebook page. And we're also live on YouTube as well. So, again, we would like to welcome Ruby Ann to the show.
Hey everybody!
Hey,
Finally,
Finally, finally, right? And Rick, this is the very first time he's actually co-hosting with me today. Very first time, Rick. Appreciate it.
I heard so many with Rick. I was like, I need to go meet you guys.
we appreciate you being a part of the show tonight, Ruby.
Thank you for having me.
Well, awesome, awesome, Rob, awesome. It's great to have you. Again, welcome to the show. We want to catch everybody up, or let's just catch everybody up. I know you just came out of a huge weekend. You got a busy weekend, as a matter of fact. I believe we saw some footage from a parade that you were in over in Mercedes, Texas.
Yes, I was yesterday. It was very exhausting because I had one in February, 2-day event, and then the Sombrero Fest. That was like a huge big deal. And I had that one yesterday, where I invited my sister in Tejano, Magali de la Rosa, and then I invited on a TikTok a famous friend, Ceci, the boss. So we had a tremendous parade yesterday. It was a long route, but we were there since we left Brownsville like at about 5 in the morning, so I had to get up at 4. But I was in the studio the night before to about 1 in the morning in McAllen.
Mm-hmm.
We drove back to Brownsville about 2, so I got like 2 hours of sleep. And
Wow.
we had to head there earlier because we had to put the float together. There's things you can't leave overnight because they'll get ugly with the fog. And so, anyways, we made the parade route. And I don't know if you guys saw it because everybody was saying that I was my live feed. I lost my phone. Every
Wow,
time
that sucks.
I end up losing my phone somewhere, somebody has it. Right? So I ended up leaving it live, facing the sky. You can hear everything around. So somebody
Mm-hmm.
called my husband, and I'm like, oh my god. So, but it was so nice. I had even a cheerleading squad get up on my float and do some cheers and stuff, and then we had Magali had never done it in her life, and I just thought it was so cool because everybody went. We put on a great show all the way from the start all the way to the livestock show. If you guys have never been, I don't know if you've been to Mercedes livestock show. So this is the
Mm-mm.
actual parade for it. I've never done it before, so it's just I don't know. I was very blessed and very happy to do it. Just a different crowd than
Awesome,
Bronx.
awesome. Yeah,
Well, I
and a
guess
long weekend at that, Rick.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, Ruby. The important question is sunscreen.
guys. So back in February in Charlie's when we did it's a two night the parade, right? So the nighttime you don't have to worry about sunscreen, but the year before it was freezing, so I was wearing a jacket. I didn't worry about it. The time before that I was in a mariachi long sleeve. I didn't worry about it. But this year the night parade was awesome. The day parade, I was like, why does my skin hurt? Like I never expected to get sunburned. So I get so sunburned. I'm wearing this chado outfit, right? Then right after that, I have to change a wardrobe because I have to go on stage to the Sombrero Fest. Well, I have to wear something totally different. So you could see me burned right here, not burned, totally red. Like I look so weird. So then then I picked up for another band, and then it was Elida Reina and Lupio Rivera. So
Mm-hmm.
my shirt's like this. I end up meeting Elida, right? And she's like, I love your outfit. I've seen Elida. I've been like a photo close away from Elida. But I've always been nervous to introduce myself. So
Mm-hmm.
fine, like I finally got to meet her, and she's like, I love your outfit. They take a picture, whatever. She goes on stage. I look at the picture, you guys. I haven't posted it. I'll post it soon, but it's because I look weird. Red, white, red. Just probably like lobster. I don't know what she probably was thinking. But it was funny. So yesterday, I was thinking I'm gonna put on sunscreen, but everybody was like, "No, this parade starts at 10. Don't worry about it." We started about the same time, about noon, and I'm completely sunburned again. So
Nice. Wow. So,
lesson
what was that?
lesson learned. I'm gonna start
Oh,
using it from now on.
right. Bring it along with you. That's a necessity now, right? Anytime you do anything outdoors, especially when the summer is on just around the corner, most
Oh,
definitely. Yes. So tell everybody that's just like I said, everybody's watching that's out there that is just joining us. Um, tell them a little bit about Ruby Ann. Where are you from, and how long have you been doing the musical thing?
Well, my name is Ruby Ann. I am born and raised from Brownsville, Texas, from the RGB. I've been singing all my life. I've literally been singing all my life. Since I was very little, my parents would stick me up on stage with bands, singing with mariachi all the time. I don't know how I did it back then that I would learn the songs like this. Like I didn't need, back then we didn't have YouTube. Back then we didn't have any of that.
All right.
So, it was just weird. And then when I was about 19 years old, they wanted me to go to La Academia,
Mm-hmm.
which is like American Idol kind of in Mexico. And
Right.
so then I came back and I'm like, by this time I'm like 20 and I'm like, well, I signed up and did everything. I'm starting La Academia on Monday. Ay, qué bueno. ¿Cuándo te vas? I'm like, no, it's La Policía, La Academia de Policía. They're like, oh, man, good. But my parents have always been very supportive. I've always, I don't know, I've always loved music. I feel like everybody can connect to it one way somehow. Sad, mad, happy, and it doesn't even have to have a meaning. Just the fact that you want to listen to music.
Yes.
I've always done music. I've been in choir. I've done all of that. I've even I've won awards all through that area of high school and stuff. And then uh, as I once I got older, not that I stopped singing, but then I kind of like I had my daughter. Life kicks in, and I actually that's why I applied for the police academy because I was kind of like, what if this doesn't work out? I don't know, I need to be serious with my daughter. I need to give her what she needs. I put her first, and then
Right.
as older, I went to The Voice, the audition in
Mm-hmm.
2017. So the police department found out. I'm also a police officer, and
Right.
so
Thank you for your service.
thank you. And so they found out that I could sing. So one day they're like, hey, why don't you go try on this uniform? And I'm like, well, I already got new uniforms, right? Because every so often we get new uniforms, and I'm like, okay. So they send it to a seamstress. I'm like, man, maybe I'm not wearing it right. So it was super hot. The way I just like, damn, maybe I need to lose weight because she was really like putting those needles. So one day they're like, okay, your uniform's ready. Go ahead and pick it up. You're gonna come out on our parade route and you're gonna be singing on very top on the float. I'm like, what? Like the first police float? Like, yes, we found out you can sing. So I go pick it up and it's a mariachi police uniform. I wear it with my gun, everything.
Nice. Hey.
And right there, it kind of ignited all my passion again. It's like you could do it. Like there's still time, and so that's what I did. I decided to go full force on my music. I started singing a lot again, doing concerts, stuff like that. I hadn't done any. I had written my music. I had done it in studios, but I hadn't released nothing until
Mm-hmm.
my friend AB Quintanilla. Um, I met him somehow, somewhere a couple years ago. Several, well, about 2017 or so. Because we also did the detail being we're the bodyguards to Mr. Amigo. Usually that's a really famous person that has relations between Mexico and the US. That's what Charlie is about. So anyway, so we were there behind the Sombrero Fest, and AB was there. His band gets off, and they all introduce us and whatever. And somebody tells him, as here in Brownsville, everybody knows that I sing, and especially mariachi music.
Mm-hmm.
So he found out, and he asked for my number. And like at 4 in the morning, the next morning, mind you, we're like super busy because of Charo days. And he called me, and that's how we became friends. Like I found out you sing, and we just became friends, and that was it, right? And then after that, I really didn't think nothing of it. And then I mentioned it to him one time. I was like, hey, I this producer reached out, and I'm gonna do some music with him,
Mm-hmm.
which is a very great producer, which I'm gonna be working with now. And he's like, wait a minute, you didn't tell me. Like I have a song. I have a song you'll love. So he sends me two songs, and one of them is Mi Cumbia. And I was like, I love it. Let's do it. We went to the studio. We recorded it. We had a great time in the studio. Babo and which is Robert Gomez III and Gipper and Wisconsin. They were doing my production.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. We had a great time. That song went to number one. It went number three on the Tejano Gold. #1 on other countdowns, and we did the music video because everybody was requesting it. And we had to cancel the day before because Gipper passed away, and then so I didn't know how to put myself together, but like 2 weeks later we ended up doing the music video. It went to #1 too. Everybody was requesting it, so we just had such a great time, and that's kind of like where my professional career took off.
Took off.
Very blessed, and like now I've had other songs. We're working on my album, full throttle in the studio. I've been working with different producers, kind of trying to find myself. I eventually, when this album is out, I will have mariachi. Everybody here from my hometown has been asking, I know you love cumbias, but where's your mariachi music? So they're there because people that don't know me don't know that. They think that it's about cumbia pop or progressive tejano, and that's it. And there's more to me. There's a lot of sides of me. I love every genre. I love country. I love norteño. I love mariachi, but my heart is in tejano. And so that's what kind of we started right
there. Yeah. And speaking of music, you currently have a new single out, Ay Dios Mío, which is doing very well for you here at Houston's Tejano Hits. Tell us a little bit about that song.
That song, I don't know if any of you have ever heard of it. So we decided to do a little bit something fun, something that I loved. And in that time, bien romántica, Ruby. I'm with my husband. I'm like, ay, te quiero mucho. So this song, it's a Karol G, Ay Dios Mío. We decided to do a cover. We decided to do something very cumbia-ish. I'm like, some people have never heard this song before. Karol G actually wrote this song with somebody else, and I thought, this song is really good. Like, I can totally relate. I changed a little bit of things in there. If people who have ever heard it don't know what I changed. I definitely put Carlos, my husband's name, in the song because she had something else, and I just changed it a little bit. We made it super cumbia pop, and I don't know. I wanted a lot of bass in it. That's why I think we need more bass. So everybody's like, we know who your producer for that was. It's Robert Gomez III. He's actually worked with Daddy Yankee and Karol G herself and other famous artists. So when we did that, he just threw it back in there, and I'm like, I love bass, man. Back in high school, I don't know about you guys, but when we're in the car and or people would pass by, it's like you'd hear that bass. It's like I think I need more bass. So it's like we did that in Ay Dios Mío, and it just like I'm very passionate. Every song that I come out with, I have to feel it. If not, like, and I don't know. I related a lot to it that I'm like, I'm not about covers. I don't like to do covers. But I don't know, this song, I just thought that it would be really amazing to share with everyone, because there's somebody out there that's completely in love and can totally relate to it. So that's gonna be awesome too. So.
And that's one thing that I don't like is covers. You know, when an artist does a cover, I don't know how Rick feels, but that's my personal opinion. You know what I mean? It's like, be original, do your thing. You know what I mean? That's what you're here for. And if it's been done and it's been done and done and done and done, it's done. You know what I mean? Leave it alone. But that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, props to you on that.
Yeah,
do your own thing,
Yeah, that song. Like I said, I like to be myself. I don't really like to, like you said, it's already been done. But on this one, that's why I switched it up. It's not the exact same thing, but when I wanted to release it, I put a little bit of myself in it, because I just don't want to. It's like when somebody else sings like a Juan Gabriel song, or I don't know, like they come up with some Linda Ronstadt, something from the past. Right. If you want to bring back mariachi music. So like Tina did, El Toro Relajo, or Tu Solo Tu, you bring your own little side of it. I've heard El Toro Relajo from other people. I've heard Tu Solo Tu from other people. And I've heard Los Laureles, and there's so many versions. Right. But when I heard them in either Linda Ronstadt or Selena, I could say that those are the songs when I go out there and I sing mariachi, those I want to sing their version of it. It just catches my eye. And I know a lot of people might not relate to reggaeton music, or I'm a Karol G lover, but some might not be. And a lot of people that are not have heard this song, and they're like, they love it. And so I just wanted to kind of bring that song to perspective, only because at that time it meant a lot to me. So that's why I did that. But
Awesome.
we changed it around, so I'm glad a lot
Cool.
of people
Wonderful, wonderful. We'll get to that song here in just a bit. But first, Ricky, are you able to see the comments on the screen?
No, I'm not.
No, no. Okay. All right.
Maybe,
Well,
maybe that's a good thing. I
well, I guess I'll take it from here.
but
But
I just had like two things to say with Ruby. Is
sure, go ahead.
of course, Ms. Ruby. Of course, we do appreciate your service. Um, Other thing, I mean, I know we've talked before and on the show, and you're amazing of what you do in your career. You're also very giving of your time to your community, and just to have the opportunity to also have the time to share your time with the music in this industry and helping this industry grow so well. And then the other thing was, how do you? It's funny that you mentioned earlier about the bass, the bass part, because that has, that's been a part of you now. You've been I think I need more bass queen. And then of course the mariachi. I mean, what is your take now? That it's like there's like even with our younger artists, but I mean there's a resurgence of mariachi. What is your feeling on that?
What do you mean? Like, what do you
Like, I mean, everybody is. It's like it's just to me. I've seen a lot of our young artists and many other of the other artists. Bringing back mariachi. It's just like a resurgence of it.
I love that. There's a lot of new artists that are out there that just, especially some of the girls. I mean, they have just this powerhouse vocals that are completely amazing. That I feel like some people are not like, I don't know. That's why I like to let other, like the RGB. Some people say Tejano's dead, and some people don't like mariachi here. They're into other genres, but mariachi itself, especially since we've lost a lot of how can I say it, older artists that are legends that have passed and no longer can do concerts, no longer can, like Vicente Fernandez, for example. I saw his concert when that was my first concert in all my life. I was about 11, and I saw him as an adult, and so just seeing all these females coming out, I really haven't seen any males do it, but seeing all these female artists come up with mariachi and just bring it means a lot to me. Because we just had, Cameron Ramirez, Daniela, she just came up with a new one. Lord Jesus, this girl, wow, I just love her song. I completely love her song. It's just wow. And she's so young, you would say, oh, there's a lot of people, they're so young, they just like reggaeton, they just like rap, whatever. But there's a lot of these young artists that no, their passion is over here. Their passion is
right.
And it's just amazing when I heard her vocals. They were doing the video. She was doing the video with Chris Perez, and I was just like that's completely amazing because she's working with that day that they did the music video. She was also working with Robert Gomez III, which is he's a producer that did Ay Dios Mío, that opened the label with Chris Perez. So so that's when I kind of like I put it, and then that's when I hadn't heard the song, and I'm like, oh my God, so she can rock it. But yeah, no, I love like Savannah, Alicia C, all these girls that are just bringing it,
Yes.
It's amazing. So I can't wait till I do my mariachi music. I'm just kind of like waiting. I want it to be like the perfect song to put out there, and I'm really really excited about it because I love my mariachi. It's like that's passion right there.
Mm-hmm. And you have any other questions, Rick?
Yes, I do.
I think you said you had two. I've only heard one. So
no. I mean, that was just it. I mean, again, it was more just a comment, Ruby. Again, I know you shared on my show on a previous interview, but again, just as a police officer, definitely community an individual that's giving of her time in her community. You're very involved, and then it's just I guess the question was that like always is where where do you sleep in between that? Do you have time to sleep?
I really don't sleep. I really try to sleep, but I don't. Like right now, I was telling I'm a police officer. Now I'm a singer. I'm a mom,
Yes, ma'am.
and I'm a daughter. And
Mm.
right now, I was mentioning to Keith, they just put my grandpa dad. He raised me. They put him on hospice. So I am like, okay, from here we're going to the studio. I need to also take care of him. My son's here too. It's like, oh, it's just a mixture. And I just became a grandma as well. I'm a young grandma, guys. A 9 month old granddaughter. So I have to make time for everybody.
Right.
Really, really hard. And thank God my family's been very supportive, especially my husband, because I'm running around like a chicken without a head. If you see me do that, he's like 10 times worse. Like he's really trying to get my stuff together. That way I have time for that. So while he was trying to prep this room so I can come to the interview, I was over there trying to take care of my dad. But then I have the community, and I have a lot of community events like we did in Mercedes, because now it's not the Brownsville community. I'm kind of expanding, and you'll find out later this year why I mean that.
Right.
I Christmas drive here in Brownsville. I've done everything in Brownsville, and we're kind of expanding. So Mercedes opened their doors. They invited us over to Mercedes. I wanted to give the community a little bit of what Tejano is still giving out there. I brought my girl Magali with me. We rocked that stage, and I'm talking. It's a moving stage. We finished the parade route. We went into the what is it, the livestock show, and I'm still on the mic, and I'm still doing shout outs, and we're still going. Mind you, that was the end, right? So now we're heading to, we're gonna go park the trailer, and it's a long ways out. We're passing like the expressway and everything. We're still singing this and that, and people are honking, and it was just so cool. And a lot of people were trying to stop us to try to take pictures. I just thought it was completely amazing. So I was like, thank you, Mercedes, for just being so amazing to us. And because of that, we got a lot of phone calls. Hey, how about y'all come to our parade? How about y'all come to our festivals? And I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, I want to do more for the community. I'm reaching 20 years of service next, what is it? April's next month. I kind of forget where I'm at. Yeah. So 20 years of service as an officer. Don't do the math. I'm going to find out how. I started at 20. So yeah. But I'm still working very, very hard to do more for the community. I don't plan to be an officer forever, but I still want to do what I have to do for the remaining couple of years, because I'm already at the point where I can retire at 20 years. Right. I just have to find I don't know, I have to find it in my heart to kind of let it go and to start a new chapter in my life. And definitely my heart's always going to be in music. I just need you have to have your job, and then I have my music career, but I do want to find it there somehow. And even when I leave the police, being a police officer, leaving a law enforcement, I still want to pursue doing stuff for the community in each way I can. And it just doesn't mean the community of Brownsville. Anybody, anywhere. I mean, we went out to Uvalde when that happened, and we reached out to the families over there. And I took a piece of Brownsville with me. I took the police department, our chief, sent a huge basket full of goodies to the families. And then the fire department did as well. And then in part of Ruby Ann, we did that as well. So we did that for Uvalde. We were going to do a concert there, but I think it got shut down. It was going to be me and several other artists. What happened. But I try to give out as much as I can. And so if anybody needs me anywhere and they want a little piece of Ruby Ann, whether it be in music or just me going out there and talk a lot, because I always do a lot of talking in public. I am very shy, but once you get me talking, it's hard to make me stop. So, but I don't know. I really love what I do, whether it's singing, whether it's being an officer. I love helping everybody out. Just recently, I had a call that I went to where a young girl was suicidal, and I had to stop her from doing something. So finally, I got her some help, and I was able to transport her somewhere for the help instead of arresting her. And needless to say, she was in the back of my unit hearing music, and she was so calm once the music came on. And I'm like, you like music? She's like, I love it. It calms me down. I can totally relate to everything. And it just like made me feel so good, because that's what us as artists want to do. We want to like make people feel better. In her situation, it just like the music she was listening to was actually Tejano music, and she was
Wow.
like singing. She was singing to some of the artists, and I was just like, wow, like I don't know. She was 16 years old listening to Selena in the back of my unit, and
Hmm.
she was so calm. I was just like, wow, that's what I don't know. Music just means a lot to me. It really does. And so when I bring in more music, I hope that you all like it, and I hope you know that once it's out there, it's because it totally means a lot to me. I don't want to just be that artist like, oh, I just need to release something. Let me just throw it out there.
Right.
If I don't like it, like I'm gonna say no. And the song I had some songs that were given to me that were like, oh my god, that these are gonna be number ones and this and that, and if I just don't feel it, I just can't do that. But I want to give a lot of props and a lot of a lot of props to all my fellow singers, my fellow sisters in Tejano, because I know it's very hard for us as women to step into a career where there's a lot of it's male dominant. And I
Hmm.
can say that because I'm also an officer. When I came in, I was the only female on patrol on all three shifts. While there was other females as detectives and trainers and stuff like that. But on patrol, when I came in that time, it was very hard. And so coming into the Tejano scene where there's a lot of male dominance, it's the same thing. And when I see my girls, when I first came in, I didn't know there were so many females. And now it's like, that's why I did the 281 takeover, Ruby Ann's Wildfire, because I brought in 13 artists, and I was like, you all first, Brownsville, like Tejano's not dead, and second, we have all these amazing singers that can,
Right. Right.
I don't know. I think Tejano is just a genre that people have just stuck in the past. A lot of people are
Hmm.
just in the 90s, which I love my 90s music. I grew up,
Right, right.
but I think that they need to be a little bit more open minded. And
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, we have so many new artists that people need to listen to.
Yeah, there's so many of them out there.
Yes.
And we want to congratulate you on your nomination to the over at the fifth annual All Star Music Award,
Oh,
and
thank
that is for what you had female uprising artist.
you.
Yes.
Congratulations to you too, because you were. Oh,
Yeah, and I took out the trash here too, so as well. But no, but I thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, definitely. So we're looking forward to that event uh, in, I guess, in May, I believe it is, something like that.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Uh,
awesome.
Torres wants me to perform, so I can't wait to do that. I hope you guys are gonna make it out there. Are you?
Most definitely. Well, I know I'm going to be there. I'm not sure if Rick's going to attend or not. It's still early, to plan it, but I know I'll be there for sure.
Well, if you do, I mean, I can't wait to meet you guys in person.
Awesome. Likewise, likewise. Most definitely. We will take some questions here in a bit, from some of the people that are viewing right now. That's quite a few people that have left left messages already or comments on here. Rick Baldamarama is on there as Ruby Rocks, he says. So send a
Oh,
shout out to him.
yes. Hi, Rick. How are you?
He's out there. Let's see. Bobby Castañeda is enjoying the interview from California. Yes.
Oh, saludos to California. Thank you for watching.
Lucy Benavides says she loves your music and she also the video is amazing.
Lucy.
Sean Zambrano from Gonzales, Texas. Saludos. He's in here. Tejano D as well. So if you guys got a question for Ruby, if you want to ask her a question or anything, there's something that we don't get around to asking her during the interview. If you want to ask her a question, be more than, or I mean, just drop your question in the comments and we'll get to it here shortly before we do sign off. So I'm sure she's be more than happy to answer that question for you if you have any questions for her. All right. And anything else you would like to add, Ricky, on here before we get to the song?
I mean, just you're doing an amazing job, Ruby, and just continue to do so. Blessings to you and your family. Also, continues to be safe out there when you're on duty, and just keep doing what you're doing. I guess it's the old saying, like I guess growing up, especially being involved with music. I guess anything that you do, it's that old saying when it starts becoming work. I guess that's when it's time to quit.
You know what? I. Oh my God. Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're
My
fine.
God, guys, are y'all okay? Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I got Blue Cross Blue Shield.
We got it. No, I'm just kidding. Um, Okay, I forgot what you asked me. I'm sorry. What was that?
I think it was just a comment of, again, it's just the old saying of
Oh,
when it starts becoming
I just
more.
said to somebody recently, like once work starts. I mean, you're like, yeah, I had a podcast recently. Yeah, okay. I said it to somebody. She's a dentist here, and she also does podcasts. And I told her, once you're like, let's say you start doing something you love to do, and then it just becomes a work and work. If you don't love it as much as you used to, I'm like, there's always something outside of that, and that's one thing that I do. And a lot of other, I guess, a lot of other officers that have been in the game for a long time have told me like, thank you for doing what you're doing because now we know there's life beyond being just a police officer. And then there's some ponte a trabajar, and I'm like, whatever. Pero uh, I get a lot of positive notes from a lot of officers that say, hey, now there's, hey, I'm starting to fish more, man. I'm starting to do this more. I'm starting to cook more. I'm starting to do this and that. And they have their hobbies. I'm like, hey, there's more just to being an officer. And I'm sure that you guys do other things too. But your passion is radio. Your passion is music, and
Oh, yeah.
that we are here and doing what we're doing. And that's why I had told Rick a long time. ¿Está enojado Keith or what? Like, he has not interviewed me. When are we doing? I have been wanting to go to visit you guys, but we haven't made it. And when we have made it to Houston, it's been for like other events, and then we don't have enough time to getting around to going to see you guys. But whenever we do, I'll send y'all a message, and maybe we can go by, take y'all some goodies, some merch, maybe get to know
We
you.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Most definitely. Yes. Just keep us updated. And like I said, the door's always open here at Houston's Tejano Hits for you, and any artist out there as well. So
Thank you so much, Keith. I appreciate it. And also for you guys being so supportive for Tejana music, especially in this day and age. We do need to share it with the world and make sure that everybody gets to hear it. So,
awesome. And another thing before we do let you go here in just a bit, will you be performing this year at the 2023 TMA fanfare?
fanfare, they have not reached out to me. They have me on standby right now because of the days, I guess, I chose. I don't know what's going on. But even if I don't, I might still go out there and support my fellow artists. And I can't wait to see some of them perform again. And they have a lot of new music coming out, so I can't wait for that too. But if in case I don't go, it's okay. I'm probably gonna go to the Met Gala and just mingle around. So if anybody sees me, I'm up for taking pictures. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go take pictures of everyone else that is performing. So I'm out there. But yeah, right now, right after this, I gotta hit the studio. We have a new song that's gonna get released pretty soon, even though I just released this one. It's in the works, and then after that, we're gonna work on another. I have some collaborations that I'm gonna be working on with this year. So right now I'm working with Leal Lopez from Estruendo. I don't know if you guys remember them. 15 years ago, they were they were really really out there, and they were Leal Lopez has worked with so many groups like Grupo Secreto, Frontera, De Parranda, Intenso. He's actually still working with Intenso right now. So we're working on a collaboration as well. I'm super excited. It's a lot of hard work, but we're gonna finish this album soon, and I can't wait for it. It's gonna be completely amazing, and I'm also it's in the works, and I'm gonna be working with another producer that I'm sure y'all know, but I'm not gonna say nothing. I'll be in front of once you get some songs down. But that's really exciting as well. So I hope you guys. I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know. Right now, it's still,
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Any other questions, Rick?
Let me see. I don't because I know Ruby's tired. That's why Ruby's like, please.
Yeah, she's got a lot going on. She's got a lot going on.
I know you gotta be exhausted.
Oh, I'm always excited.
A fun-filled weekend.
Yes, and tomorrow a 12-hour shift, and after that another 12-hour shift, and then I get my days off, which are really not my days off, and I have other stuff. But yeah, right now I just wanted to give a big shout out to my family who's watching. Big shout out to the Perez family, to my husband Carlos and Eli and Lisa and my dad and my brother Elias. Everybody's watching downstairs right now and cheering you guys on. And they're probably tagging all our family. We have a large family in Houston as well, so we'll be tagging everybody in Austin and we have a huge family all around Texas. So they've been very supportive. And every time one of the radio stations, I have of an interview, especially with Rick. I'm always like, put it on, and they're just. So I told them today, hey, I'm gonna have it. Make sure everybody's listening in, and they just wanted a big shout out. So, big shout out to all my family who's watching.
Wonderful, wonderful. We're going to play that song before we let you go, and then we'll make sure that we cut you real short after that. Okay? I know you got a long evening, but we want to get the song played so that way everybody can that hasn't heard the song get a chance to hear it right now for you. Okay?
Thank you so much. I think we need more bass.
Yo no te estaba buscando, babe, pero cuando coincidimos, bebé, fue una cosa que yo no sé, tú fuiste conquistándome, en tus ojos yo lo noté, que tú querías y yo también, entre botellas de rosé, nos fuimos calentando. Yo sé que lo noto y no pude evitar, deja de mirarlo y me hizo. Él me invitó a salir a bailar, un perreíto de ese bien anormal. Cuando me fui él me mandó a buscar y yo no pude no decirle que no. Me escribió y me dijo a mí que le gustaban todas mis canciones y yo le dije ay Dios mío qué rico Dios mío. Luego me dijo que le guste yo, que conmigo quiere tener relaciones y yo le dije ay Dios mío qué rico Dios mío. Ay Dios mío qué rico Dios mío. Ay Dios mío qué rico Dios mío. Ay Dios mío qué rico. Ay Dios mío qué rico. Me invitó a salir a bailar, un perreíto de ese bien anormal. Cuando me fui él me mandó a buscar y yo no pude no decirle que no, no pude no decirle que no, no pude no decirle que no. Ay Dios mío qué rico Dios mío. Perro me escribió y me dijo a mí que le gustaban todas mis canciones y yo le dije ay Dios mío qué rico Dios mío. Luego me dijo que le guste yo, que conmigo quiere tener relaciones y yo le dije ay Dios mío qué rico Dios mío. Ay Dios mío qué rico Dios mío. Ay Dios mío qué rico Dios mío. Ay Dios mío qué rico. Ay Dios mío qué rico.
There you have it, right there. Ay Dios mío from Ruby Ann. It's all about the bass, right?
You heard it, huh?
So congratulations on that new single. It's doing very well for you here at Houston's Tejano Hits. It's being requested, so it's something different, for the fans out there that are listening that like the song. So it's like I said, it's got the bass in there, but to me it sounds like it's got that little reggaeton, different style mix, cumbia, all in one. You know what I mean? It's got its twist basically. You put your flavor on it, so awesome.
Yeah, and a big shout out to Robert Gomez III. Bubble can bring it. And it was actually one of his ideas because he always heard me singing it. He's like, I think you should do it. I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, let's just do it. We were actually working on another original song, and he's like, no, let's just do it. Just put it out there. I'm like, okay, but and he was so busy also opening the record label with Chris Perez, but he made time so we could do this. It's a really exciting song that I'm glad that you all like.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we appreciate you, Ruby. Like Rick mentioned earlier, continue to do your thing. Continue to just impressed in the industry. You know what I mean? Whatever makes you happy going forward. Music wise, whatever you choose to do, we're here to support you 110%. So
It means the world to me for you guys. Thank you so much. And like I said, I have been wanting to meet you forever, even though it's not in person. But at least now I get to chat with you guys.
We're getting closer. We're getting closer.
We're getting closer, right?
Like, ¿qué le hice? No quiere hacer an interview.
No. The next time it'll probably be a landline.
Hey,
We'll take like 100
we got a
steps back.
campaign for that.
Oh no! Thank you so much, guys, for having me. Like I said, I'm very blessed that that you guys have opened your doors to me and to my music. And this is just the beginning. It's gonna be a lot more coming soon, and I hope that.
Awesome. All right. Well, any last words from you, Rick?
Well, no, just again, just blessings always with you and your family, your career. Just the opportunity to share with us. Again, sharing your evening with us, with Keith and I. Really have enjoyed this interview. Keith slowly but surely getting me out of my comfort zone. So, this is the first for me to do this. So,
yeah, it's the very, very first time for Rick to do a live. So it's like, Rick, you want to join in, Rick? And he was like,
fun doing it live because you get to see the other people's
right.
reactions. And I love doing lives. Today was a really hard day for us because, like I said, we do have my dad, my grandpa, the one that raised me. To me, he's my dad, and so he's on hospice, and that's where it's been a little hard. But I'm like, no, I have to still do my interviews and I have to do all my stuff, and I'm very loyal to everybody, so that's why I'm here. And but I'm really grateful and thankful that you guys are very understanding, because as I was telling him, this is not usually where I do my stuff, guys. Everybody studio. I don't do it on my cell phone. I always do it through our computer that we have, our Mac in the studio, and we didn't have time to get home because we had an emergency. But I'm so glad that you guys are very understanding.
No worries at all. You made it and you're here, and that's all that counts. And I'm sure everybody that's out there watching appreciates it as well. So again, congratulations on your new single, Ay Dos Mío. It's available on all digital outlets, right?
Yes, sir. Everywhere.
So go out and stream it, ladies and gentlemen. Add it to your playlist if you enjoyed the song. Look it up, Ruby Ann. And also, do you have your social media sites on hand for everybody out there that wants to follow you, that doesn't follow you?
Yes, if you just want to go to my website, rubyannofficial.com, you can find all everywhere that I'm at. But if not, it's Ruby Ann, RUBYANNE. It's on Facebook, or on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. It's the Ruby Ann Official. We're everywhere, guys. You'll find my link on my Facebook page.
There you go. There you have it. Again, appreciate you, Ruby. Thank you so much for joining us here on HoustonTejanoHits.com Facebook page, along as well as the Keith Leal Radio Facebook page, and also live on YouTube as well. So we do appreciate you taking the time to join us here on this Sunday evening.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it as well.
And we hope to see you very, very soon, all right?
Yes. When I come in, I can see you guys so much as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great evening.
You too. Bye.
Bye.